The Forgotten Grove, a tranquil bedtime tale for adults. In the bustling city of Eldoria, nestled between towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, there was a quiet, unassuming bookstore named Forgotten Realms. The store's facade was weathered and worn, with ivy creeping up the brick walls and the sign creaking softly in the breeze. Despite its modest appearance, Forgotten Realms held a treasure trove of ancient tomes, rare manuscripts, and mysterious journals that whispered secrets of bygone eras. The bookstore was owned by an elderly man named Mr. Thorne, a scholar with a penchant for the mystical and the unknown. He had dedicated his life to preserving forgotten tales and unraveling the mysteries of the past. Mr. Thorne's greatest joy was sharing his discoveries with kindred spirits who ventured into his store. One rainy afternoon, a young woman named Evelyn stumbled into Forgotten Realms. She had been seeking refuge from the relentless downpour, her umbrella long since abandoned to the whims of the wind. Evelyn was a historian by profession, her curiosity insatiable, and her heart forever drawn to the enigmatic and the arcane. As she shook the rain from her coat, Mr. Thorne greeted her with a warm smile and a twinkle in his eye. "Welcome, dear. You've found yourself a sanctuary from the storm," he said, his voice rich and soothing. Evelyn smiled back, her eyes scanning the shelves filled with ancient volumes. "Thank you. Your store is truly enchanting. I feel like I stepped into another world." Mr. Thorne chuckled. "In many ways, you have. Each book here is a gateway to a different realm, a different time. Feel free to explore, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask." Evelyn nodded and began to wander through the aisles, her fingers brushing lightly against the spines of the books. She felt a strange pull, an inexplicable urge guiding her deeper into the store. In a dimly lit corner, she discovered a small, nondescript book bound in dark green leather. The title, The Enchanted Grove, was embossed in gold, its letters almost fading into the cover. Curiosity piqued, Evelyn carefully opened the book. The pages were yellowed with age, and the handwriting was delicate and flowing. As she began to read, she was transported to a world unlike any she had ever known. The journal belonged to a woman named Seraphina, who had lived over a century ago. Seraphina wrote of a hidden grove, a place of unparalleled beauty and magic, nestled deep within the heart of Eldoria. This grove, she claimed, was enchanted by ancient spirits who guarded its secrets and bestowed blessings upon those pure of heart. Evelyn's heart raced as she read Seraphina's descriptions of the grove. Flowers that glowed with an ethereal light, trees that whispered forgotten songs, and a crystal-clear stream that shimmered with the colors of the rainbow. It was a place of tranquility and wonder, a sanctuary from the chaos of the outside world. Seraphina's entries spoke of her own journey to find the grove. She had been guided by cryptic clues and the whispers of the wind. The final entry ended abruptly, with Seraphina on the cusp of discovering the grove, her excitement palpable in her words. Evelyn felt a deep connection to Seraphina, a kindred spirit who had shared her love for history and the unknown. Determined to uncover the truth, Evelyn approached Mr. Thorne with the journal in hand. "Mr. Thorne, have you read this?" she asked, her voice filled with excitement. "It's incredible. Do you think the grove really exists?" Mr. Thorne's eyes sparkled with intrigue as he took the journal from Evelyn. "Ah, the Enchanted Grove. Yes, I am familiar with Seraphina's tale. Many have tried to find the grove, but none have succeeded. The spirits guard it fiercely, and it is said that only those with a pure heart can find their way." Evelyn's resolve hardened. "I have to find it. I have to know if it's real." Mr. Thorne smiled gently. "Very well, Evelyn. But remember, the journey is not just about the destination. The grove's magic lies in the quest itself, in the lessons learned, and the connections made along the way. Evelyn nodded, her mind already racing with possibilities. She thanked Mr. Thorne and left the bookstore, her heart set on finding the enchanted grove. The next morning, Evelyn set out with Seraphina's journal as her guide. She followed the cryptic clues, venturing into forgotten alleyways and hidden courtyards, each step drawing her closer to the grove. The city seemed to blur around her, the noise fading to a distant hum as she focused on her quest. Days turned into weeks, and Evelyn's determination never wavered. She spent her evenings poring over the journal, deciphering Seraphina's clues and mapping out potential locations. Her dreams were filled with visions of the grove, its beauty and tranquility calling to her. One crisp, clear morning, Evelyn found herself standing before an ancient, ivy-covered archway. The archway led to a narrow path, overgrown with wildflowers and vines. Her heart pounded with anticipation as she stepped through the archway, feeling a strange energy thrumming in the air. The path wound through a dense forest, the trees towering overhead and casting dappled shadows on the ground. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the soft murmur of a distant stream. Evelyn felt a sense of déjà vu, as if she had been here before, guided by an invisible hand. As she ventured deeper into the forest, the path opened up into a clearing. Evelyn gasped, her breath stolen by the sight before her. The grove was exactly as Seraphina had described, an otherworldly paradise of glowing flowers, whispering trees, and a shimmering stream. The colors were vibrant and surreal, as if the very essence of magic infused the air. Evelyn walked to the center of the grove, her heart filled with awe and gratitude. She felt a deep connection to the spirits of the grove, as if they had been waiting for her arrival. She knelt by the stream, her fingers trailing through the crystal clear water, and closed her eyes. In that moment, Evelyn felt a profound sense of peace and clarity. The worries and burdens of her life melted away, replaced by a serene calm. She understood now that the grove was not just a physical place, but a state of being, a reminder to seek beauty and tranquility amidst the chaos of life. As she opened her eyes, Evelyn noticed a small weathered book lying by the stream. She picked it up, her fingers trembling with excitement. It was Seraphina's journal, the final entry now complete. To whoever finds this grove, Seraphina had written, "Know that you are blessed. The spirits have guided you here, and their magic will forever be a part of you. Cherish this sanctuary and share its beauty with others. May your heart always be pure and your spirit always be free." Tears filled Evelyn's eyes as she read Seraphina's words. She felt a deep kinship with the woman who had come before her, their souls connected by their shared journey. She vowed to honor Seraphina's legacy, to keep the grove alive in her heart and in her stories. Evelyn spent the rest of the day in the grove, absorbing its magic and its beauty. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the clearing, she made her way back to the city. She felt a sense of fulfillment and purpose, her heart light, and her spirit rejuvenated. Back in Eldoria, Evelyn returned to Forgotten Realms to share her discovery with Mr. Thorne. He listened with rapt attention, his eyes shining with pride and wonder. "You have done something remarkable, Evelyn," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "You have found the enchanted grove and brought its magic back with you. The spirits chose well when they guided you." Evelyn smiled, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment. "Thank you, Mr. Thorne. I couldn't have done it without Seraphina's journal and your encouragement." Mr. Thorne nodded. "Remember, Evelyn, the grove's magic is within you. Share it with others, and let its beauty inspire you in all that you do." Evelyn left the bookstore that evening, her heart full of hope and gratitude. She knew that her journey was just beginning, and that the enchanted grove would always be a part of her. She dedicated herself to sharing its story, inspiring others to seek their own hidden sanctuaries and to embrace the magic within their hearts. Years passed, and Evelyn became a renowned storyteller, her tales of the enchanted grove captivating audiences far and wide. She spoke of the journey, the beauty, and the lessons learned, always reminding her listeners that the true magic lay in the quest itself. And every so often, when the world seemed too chaotic and the burdens too heavy, Evelyn would return to the grove. There she would find solace and inspiration, her spirit renewed by the timeless beauty and tranquility of the enchanted grove. And so, the magic of the grove lived on, a beacon of hope and wonder for all who believed.